Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Drew, and today we're gonna talk something. Now I'm gonna make this video a quick one because I don't have a lot of time. I wish I could spend a lot of time needed on this video, but family matters persist and I have to go pick my son up from school. So I'm just giving this video a quick update on the coronavirus. Now let me read because I have my notes right here. And I'm just gonna read. I've actually gotten this article from the New York Post, and I recently, but 2 hours ago, just uploaded the video I recorded last night after I had to do some editing and stuff like that. And then I went and checked, and there's more news, more updates. New York added 11 new coronavirus cases Friday, which is today, including another Manhattan case and more in Westchester County, bringing the state's total to 33. Governor Andrew Cuomo and Mayor Bill de Blasio announced. I don't know why I always butcher that man's name, but it's not butchering, I'm just stuttering. Each of the 11 new cases is connected to the Westchester cluster that started with the Midtown Manhattan lawyer, the first case of community spreading. The newest Manhattan patient, who is in his 50s, is presenting mild symptoms. The effects of coronavirus epidemic ricocheted around the globe Friday, with cases surpassing 100,000 worldwide. Developments unfold rapidly despite global efforts to check the outbreak's advance. A French lawmaker tested positive. The Weekend reported its first case. I'll say that again. Let me do that one more time. The Weekend reported its first case. Remember, sometime last week, people were concerned that the Pope may have contracted the coronavirus, but they said no, he's just under the weather. And let's see how that plays out. I don't think that's him, but hopefully it's not. But just let's see. Because we all know this thing kills people that's in their older age. The Netherlands recorded its first fatality. A cruise ship remained quarantined off the California coast. The University of Washington announced that it will shutter all classes until March 20th. China is still the worst hit nation. Reported 143 new cases and 30 new deaths Friday, which is today for us. As I think China's like, 13 hours ahead? If I'm wrong, let's leave a comment down below. But I think they're that far ahead of us. So I think it's like right now is probably, at the time of recording this actual video, it's Saturday. Far lower than just a few weeks ago. But South Korea's total neared 6,300 with 42 deaths. The Senate voted to approve an 8.3 billion in emergency spending, but concerns remain about how far the outbreak will stretch the system. Financial worries persist. U.S. stocks brace for another round of chaotic trading today, which is Friday, to cap an already crippling week. So everything is going down. I even seen a report that they've seen people in hazmat suits cleaning down the MTA buses, wiping those things down but that's something you got to constantly do. They need to have people out there constantly wiping those things down because people is touching things, going on the bus. And like I said before, if you look at my other video, my other video is basically about, if you haven't watched that one as yet, it's about why I think this just washing your hands constantly like you're supposed to do, especially working in the food industry. I learned, you have to wash your hands like every hour and stuff like that. So just washing your hands, why I believe just washing your hands is not going to stop this outbreak, because of devices like these, our phones, tablets, keys, wallets, credit cards, things that we don't wash. We touching everything on the train. We go to the store, we use our wallets, We always constantly on your phone. We wash our hands. Right, we go to eat something and we pick up the phone, and as we eat and we're on the phone because this is how the age of technology is, and we're not cleaning these devices. I don't know anyone who actually clean their devices. So that's what's going on. I forgot to tell this story in my last video, but just I believe last week Friday, I went to the newly opened KFC in the neighborhood. I think it's over here. No, not directly in my neighborhood. It's a little while away, different zip code. It's over there on Fordham Road. I went there, and there was a customer who told, I don't know if there was a supervisor or a lead. I just know the girl was wearing the referee striped shirt, and the other one in the back who was dealing with the mashed potatoes was also wearing the striped shirt. So the guy complained to the one in the front, "Can you please tell the girl back there to put on gloves?" She told her, the girl got upset, like, "Why do I need gloves for mashed potatoes? I'm not touching it. I'm using," that she is using spatulas and stuff like that. Uh, and the girl got very upset, and that's where I'll see ignorance comes into play, because people are right now in a panic mode, are concerned about contracting this coronavirus, and just to ease their mind, you just have to put her gloves on. She got upset. The cook that's doing the chicken, he told her, mate, she should just pour a lot of salt in his food. And I'm just standing there listening to all this ignorance. All this ignorance. If I didn't already paid for my food, I would have left. But she got mad and she left working with the mashed potatoes, and she just left. And there was a girl already working there, and the other girl was wearing the gloves, who was wearing the all black outfit. That's where I like, this girl is very ignorant, and she don't understand what she's doing. She's like, she's not touching anything. She don't know why she has to wear a glove, and she's so upset. But if she actually look in her mind or think about what she's doing, I'm watching her stocking up the tray. She's taking it out the box and stocking them up, and then before, she didn't deal with my order, but because I would have said something, but I saw her taking out the trays to put, or creating the boxes to put French fry, the wedges, or and the rolls and stuff into it. So she's taking stuff out with her hands, no gloves on, and making those boxes. Everything, and the way how to stack those trays to put the mashed potatoes and anything, or the beans or anything like that. The way how they stack it, you have to pull it from the inside out. So because she's doing, her hands all is in touching the inside of the trays where the food is going to be in. So her ignorance is not letting her see that. She's not seeing that because if she wants to be defensive. Okay, I worked in food industry. I worked at McDonald's. I worked in a supermarket. I've worked for Fresh Direct, and that's something that we are told to do. Even though I know that everywhere I work in, there is employees who don't follow the rules. There's employees that go to the bathroom with their gloves on, use the bathroom still with their gloves on, don't wash their hands, go back to work with those same gloves. I've seen things like that happen. I've spoken against things like that happen, and most of the time, leads, managers, supervisors don't do anything about it. But that's just the way the world is, and you have to take care of yourself. You have to make sure that you take care of your own health, because somebody out there in the street who don't care and want to be ignorant is not going to do it. But I've actually went farther with this video than I was even intending to do. I don't have that much time. I have to leave very, very soon to go do my pick my son up. Okay, everyone, Drew here again. While editing this video, more updates came out. But I want to let you know, if you hear any noise in the background, that's my kids playing. But let me go right into the update. Some more news came out while I'm editing the video. So the number, there was 11 new cases within the last since recording the first part of this video, And now the number of coronavirus cases in New York State doubled on Friday, hitting 44. 44 confirmed, Governor Andrew Cuomo announced. So this is what this basically happened since recording that first part of the video. So I decided to just put it onto this one instead of going ahead and make another video. I just added on. At least 37 of the cases in the Empire State are believed to be linked to the new Rochelle lawyer, who became the second person in the state to test positive for the virus, officials said. Now, I'm reading this off of the New York Post website. So they do updates sometimes hourly or sometimes just as it drops. And the Times is also doing that, and the Washington Post. Of the new cases, 16 are in Westchester County, ranging in the age from 7 to 82. 3 are in Nassau County, all women ages 36, 41, and 63. 2 are in Rockland County, including a caterer at either a bar mitzvah or a funeral held at the lawyer's synagogue in late February. The other new case is in the Big Apple, a Manhattan man in his 50s with ties to the lawyer, identified by sources as 50-year-old Lawrence Garbaz. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Please, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. Garbaz, his wife, and 2 of their children, a 14-year-old girl and a 20-year-old boy, have tested positive and are under quarantine. At least 5 of the new patients have been hospitalized, with the governor saying all of their conditions are improving. According to the state, 4,000 people are being isolated as a precaution, including 2,700 in the Big Apple and 1,000 in Westchester. So as I just read there, it's increasing rapidly, very rapidly, and I don't see that stopping anytime soon. Especially since they don't have the vaccine, and it's going to take time for that vaccine to even be produced, because they have to test it. It takes months for that. They have to find. There's a lot that goes into. Obviously, I don't know. I'm not a scientist, but obviously, it takes time to come up with these things. But from what I was hearing on the news while I was editing and the news was playing out in the other room and I was listening, they were saying that in some countries that don't have all of these restrictions, do it in 6 months. They can do it in 6 months. So hopefully some other country comes up with it without all the restrictions that they don't have, that America has, and just at least ease up on this virus. Here in New York, I think I may have mentioned it earlier that there are people in hazmat suits cleaning all the buses and trains. They're cleaning each bus and trains and the stations every 72 hours. But which is good. I mean, they have to do with what they have, with what they got. They have to use what they got. But to me, 72 hours is a long time, because just as they clean it, people come in, go in these trains, these train stations, these buses, and they're touching and holding and stuff, and the germs are just going right back there. But it's kind of minimizing the spread. But as fast as this virus is spreading, I don't know how that's going to prevent the spread in the long term. But that's all I wanted to do with this update, and just end this video. Is already longer than I intended for it to be. But until next time, see you guys in the next video. Oh, please like, share, subscribe, hit that bell icon, and leave comments down below.